What caused the blackout? About 72,000 customers lost power in Manhattan over the weekend. Officials still don't know why. A 40-block stretch from Times Square to 72nd Street on the west side was affected. Con Edison President Tim Cowley said the blackout had nothing to do with demand on the electrical grid. Temperatures were in the 80s at the time. In a statement, the utility company blamed a backup system failure, saying, quote, "Our analysis of data and testing of the relay protection equipment is continuing and will provide more insight into why the system and its multiple redundancies did not operate as designed." Mayor de Blasio was criticized for campaigning in Iowa. At the time, he defended himself over the weekend.
Unfortunately, on a Saturday evening, it's a very long trip back, so I wasn't going to be able to be here immediately.
New Yorkers are opinionated and they speak their mind and they will make their voice heard. I will do my job. Anything you need in New York City, I am there. I'm always there.
Let's bring on tonight's A-plus panel to break this all down. Allison Young, Republican strategist, and Garland Nixon, radio talk show host.
Hi there.
So let me start with you, Allison.
Sure.
Let's go with the de Blasio piece. He's in Iowa on taxpayer-funded money, may I add, and this calamity breaks out, and there was a furor over why is the chief executive of New York City not in the city as opposed to campaigning for his own personal aggrandizement. That's how the argument goes. Is that a fair critique?
I think it's absolutely fair. You know, we seem to be talking about this all the time now since the campaign has really gotten in full swing. Where is Bill de Blasio? He seems to not be in New York when things are happening. Now look, this is what every candidate is doing right now. They're spending all their time and money in Iowa. If he wants to be taken seriously on the presidential stage, that's where he needs to be. But he's leaving behind things like this that he can't anticipate happening in New York. I think it's, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't here.
Kind of the Where's Waldo analysis there. Garland, listen, I mean, this is obviously something that's hit politicians who have been on vacation when storms have struck. I mean, any sensible politician knows perception is reality, and if something happens as the chief executive, you should go back there. But isn't that window dressing only? Mayor de Blasio isn't putting the fire out. He's not pushing the buttons. He's got a team of people to do that. In today's society, with telephones and email, doesn't he have the ability to still be able to handle this situation?
Yeah, and I think it's an unfair criticism, lodged at Mayor de Blasio, because as you said, there's nothing physically he can do to change it. However, I think if he's smart, he can make hay out of it because he can start making an argument for infrastructure spending as part of his platform, and he can take it and move in that direction to get something positive out of it.
All right, great discussion, guys. We're going to have to leave it there.